Doki Doki Literature Club, the wondrous worlds of this game. Is it truly a horror game, or is it really just a hentai game disguised and advertised as a horror game? Well, through this video, you'll find out. Our name be Aoi. We start the game by waking up, walking to school, and it's coincidentally we just bump into.
I overslept again, but I caught you this time.
This girl's name is Sayori, our childhood friend that we've known for a very long time. Sweet, lovable type character, you know the trope.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here, spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club.
Our childhood friend Sayori has always been there for us, and we, the main character, have always been the lazy type. She always worries about us and really wants to include us to make our life as full as it can be. She then invites us to join her at her club just for cupcakes that she promised there will be, the Literacy Club. And that's where we meet Monica, Natsuki, and Yuri. Things go accordingly as your typical rom-com would, right? Oh, they like the new guy, the main character. They start to fall in love. Some start to be jealous of the other. And that's when we start to write poems. Yes, you heard me correctly. Poems.
Something they will like. Friends, because they're all very close to each other. Yep. Determination, because they're determined to make the club big.
After we make our beautiful masterpiece equal to Shakespeare, we move on to the next day of school in the club, and from here on we share our poems with each other.
Let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the speckle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. Is that feel? I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It wasn't too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in.
With me going in blindly, my first gameplay, not really having much knowledge about it beforehand other than, well, it was known as a horror game. If you read the poem like now, obviously, you can tell something's wrong with it, but I thought nothing of it at the time, and I just kept going.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently.
What do you mean by that?
After we get done discussing our poem with Monica, we then go to the other three girls, Natsuki, Yuri, and Sayori. After we finish going through the poems with the other three girls, a fight breaks out between Yuri and Natsuki.
Nice to say. Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Aoi did too.
If you couldn't tell by the little snippet there, the argument was pretty much pointless. One side saying a poem shouldn't be so overly deep, and the other side saying it should be deep, should make you think, it should make you feel a way, and that's basically what they're arguing about. I forgot to mention, Yuri was the one advocating for the deep poems, while Natsuki was the one advocating that it didn't have to be so deep every time for a poem to really hit the reader. As things start to cool down, we all leave for the day, with a mission to write another poem, because the first one seemed to go good. And walking home, we walk home with Sayori. Our day one. Now, the segment where we write the poem is pretty much the same as the other segment, where I forgot to mention, but depending on the words we choose, the characters will like our poem more. Like, for example, with Natsuki, she's more into the cutesy things, so we choose like rainbow or something, she'll like our poem more. But after we write our poem, we get to the classroom where everyone is, and it's a lively time, like always. But the only thing missing is that Monica seems to be missing. And that's strange because she's usually there before everyone else arrives.
And the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Ah, never mind that. What held you up anyways? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time.
Now, she makes up excuses to why she was late. And everyone gets suspicious, how can Monica be late? She's Monica. And Natsuki mentions, oh, well, you didn't hear the bell. And Monica says, well, I was playing the piano, with a worried look on her face. A little suspicious if you ask me. Now, Monica asks me to go with Sayori to get supplies for preparation of the school festival. We're going to be making a banner, and she needed help carrying things. And so we have a little alone time, a little romance time, building up this character, building up this relationship between us, childhood friend. Now we're talking again. We weren't talking in the past because of different classes and all that. Hopefully, nothing bad happens to Sayori. Right? Nothing bad happened, right?
Hey, Aoi? This kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? Eh? What do you mean? How we used to play outside all the time. I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like, I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing up the things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump. And I would start to cry really hard. And you would rush over as quickly as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and you were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, Aoi. I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years. You're rushing to help me, even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Don't call me that. I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Friends? Friends? Aoi, come on, man. Do you really believe that yourself? Friends? Only? I guess all anime protagonists are struck and cursed with being oblivious. Now, our little moment doesn't last very long as we go back to the classroom with the supplies, and then we get to sharing our poems.
Crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being so cheerful.
Now, everybody make note of that. Sayori has been asking advice from Monica, and she's been in touch with her feelings more. Now, the poem she wrote was a little more deep and darker than her cheery usual self. Now, that's kind of strange, don't you think? It makes you wonder, what has Monica been telling Sayori, man? Stop messing with our main girl.
Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. A vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh?
Now, here's what you need to know about Monika's poems. Right? So far, her first poem, it was like kind of dark, but you could look past it a little bit. But this poem, if you know what the ending is, you will know what this poem means, and it's pretty crazy, man. So stick around to find out.
Goes writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Once we finish reading everybody's poems and we get the feedback back, that sounds weird. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but anyways, once we get feedback, we start to discuss what we're actually going to be doing for the festival. What's our activity going to be? We're going to do an act, and ultimately, Monika decides that we are going to perform our poems in front of audiences, and Yuri and the pink hair girl, sorry, I forgot her name, are having some concerns about that. They're not sure if they're willing to do that because they didn't sign up for the club to perform, right? They signed up for the club for the love of literacy. So they're fighting right now, kind of. Natsuki, that's her name. Her name is Natsuki. Sorry. After our discussion in the classroom about what we should do, we all go home to write our next poem. And this poem will be the one that we will be performing for the school festival. And on the way home, Sayori seems a little different. She's more uneasy, unsure, and she has a lot of doubts about our relationship. And she gets a little worried that the other girls in the club might take us away from her.
Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else.
We finish sharing our poems with Natsuki and Yuri, and Monika was not feeling the best, so she went home a little early, which is a little out of character, which causes some worry. But last but not least, we talked to Monika and let's see what she wrote.
Finally, a short one. The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer. All meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather.
Now, after hearing Monika's poem, it should alert you a little bit and make you think, who is she exactly? You know, just a little suspicion, maybe a lot. But after we finish sharing our poems, we discuss the festival again, and we talk about, does Yuri need help? Does Natsuki need help? Does Monika need help? Who needs help, right? Because we don't really have any ability or any skills in the literacy. We're new, right? So then we ultimately choose Yuri, and the next morning we actually visit Sayori because she hasn't been feeling well, right? So let's see how she's feeling.
Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in random directions. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me.
As you can tell from that, Sayori is a little bit different here. She's almost like a different person, you know, not the same cheery Sayori that we're used to seeing and something's wrong. But we have a heart-to-heart with her and discuss what she's feeling, and she waves us goodbye as we meet up with Yuri because we don't want to keep her waiting. And while we work on the project, some things happen and we get a little intimate.
I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait, huh? Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an interesting, intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. She reads her books, almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slight parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrap around my wrist, sending a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls.
After we had a close encounter with Yuri, with her hanging out at her place, she starts to leave, and we bump into Sayori. Oh no. She found out, y'all. Just kidding. She knew all along. Well, I meant that she knew that Yuri was gonna be at her house, so yeah, that's what I meant. As Yuri leaves, Sayori opens up to us. She tells us that she's been really depressed and it's been really hard for her to get up in the morning lately, and she even knows it's unusual for herself. She doesn't know it's wrong, and that's when she says the words, "I love you," and we're left here with a decision.
Yeah. I hope the horror comes soon. It's just a dating sim at this point. I love you. Eh? Those are my true feelings.
While I said those words, little did I know that the horror was just around the corner as we embraced, revealing our love for each other for the last time. As the next day arrives, we go to school without Sayori. We knock on the door, but she doesn't seem to be answering, and we go on ahead of her. That's where we meet Monica, who's there alone, and we see a poem that Sayori wrote. All Sayori's poem read was, "Get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head," over and over and over again. Now obviously this is way out of character for her, so we start to really worry what is truly happening behind the scenes. After reading Sayori's poem, we get a pit in our stomach. We worry, we panic, and we rush back to her house, hoping that everything is okay. Nothing, and I mean nothing, could have prepared me for what I was about to witness. The horrors of it all. Sayori's body hangs in her room. No sounds of laughter, just empty. No sounds at all. It seems the horror that I craved for, that I wanted from this game, arrived sooner than I had expected.
What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this could be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing.
And just like that, the game ends. Sayori dead, and Aoi in anguish. And just like that, we're taken back to the beginning, to where everything started. But something's a little different. Sayori is nowhere to be seen. Just Monica, Natsuki, and Yuri. It seems like we were taken to the past, But instead of seeing Sayori or running into her, her dialogue even becomes scrambled, like someone was messing with the script. The mystery deepens as we continue. Seems as though we don't remember anything either. The events of the past are now happening in the present. The only thing different is that Sayori is no longer with us. We receive a secret poem, seemingly out of nowhere, as if someone was trying to tell us something.
A joke. A man walked into a club. In the club, there was a girl who liked him very much. They spent some time together, and then she liked him even more. One day, the girl realized she was in love with him. Before disaster could happen, a third party intervened with her program. Suddenly, the girl hated herself for being in love. This contradiction caused the script to derail. The universe started to collapse, but she killed herself just in time.
Now things were seemingly normal, except of course, with the exception of the absence of Sayori. But characters like Natsuki and Yuri would have these weird sudden outbursts that seemed quite out of character. Things were proceeding as usual until we get a certain screen popping up. Tell us that there's an error with our computer. Now, is this really something affecting us, our real selves, or are we just losing our mind? And Monica seems unstartled by this. Who is she really? We get to the point now where we have to choose who to help for the festival again. And this time we choose Monica. Now that causes Yuri to become more and more unhinged until she finally just snaps. Now seemingly out of nowhere, Yuri starts to stab herself over and over again. It seems like she was too excited that we accepted her love confession. Something out of character for her to do. Something is not right in this world. As we check our menu, something's not right. Instead of the normal menu, we see what seems to be a diary of someone rambling about starting this club and saying that now that we are in the club, we could be together. I guess the question is she talking about Aoi? Or is she talking about us, the gamer? Monica finds us in the classroom, passed out. She says we've fallen asleep and that we were having a nightmare. A little bit after that, she starts talking as if she knows everything. Like she knows she's in a game. And she knows us, the player. As she starts deleting the world, deleting the characters, Yuri, Natsuki, everything falls into ruin. Until all that's left is us, the player, and Monica. As I look for ways to get out of Monica's grasp, I do what the game tells me to do. I look for her file, and I delete it. As we load up back into the game, Monica starts to glitch as if she's become unstable. It seems as though we've been brought to the beginning, or as you could say the past, one last time. But the only difference is, Monica is missing, but everyone is back. With the absence of Monica, everything seems to be going well, normal, good even. Until something strange happens. Sayori seems a little different this time. Saying that she knows it's a game, that she knows everything. But that makes me wonder, are you really Sayori? Just who are you? This time, it seems as though the roles have reversed. Sayori became crazy with knowledge. And Monica, the one who saved us, letting us go from the game and freeing us, doing one good deed one last time. And that concludes the end of this video, the end of Doki Doki Literature Club. Thank you so much for watching. This game has been a great experience and a wonderful story. I highly recommend this game if you have not played it. Even if you've seen the whole, video, it still doesn't hurt to check it out, because I didn't go through every specific thing. There's still a lot of things that you could have done differently that I did. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it even a little bit, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share the video. It helps a lot. And until the next video, peace.
That special day.
Whoa! What is this game? This game is on crack. It's so good. Holy shit.
Everybody a fun assignment to do today.
Yo, no way. It's so cool.
When you're here, everything that we do is fun for
I'm guessing these are the things that we didn't do, because we didn't really choose her a lot. We never really got to got to have like a lot of cutscenes with her. This is pretty cool. Oh, that is so cool. This is honestly, these kind of games I don't really play, but this is one of the coolest games I have probably played. Like, it's just so out there. And this game, I know this game's been out for a while. It's not like very new, It's so cool.
Does my pen only write bitter words for those who are dear to me?
There's got to be something at the end. So I'm just going to wait until the end, because there's got to be something, right?
If I take
There's always something with this game.
if I set you free.
Oh my gosh, that's actually crazy.
The ink flows down into a dark puddle. How can I write love into reality? If I can't hear the sound of your heartbeat, what do you call love in your reality? And in your reality, if I don't know how to love you, I'll leave you be.
Oh my gosh, this game was definitely made with love.